Everybody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo. And I was like, I kind of see that. There's Breonna Stewart. I can't make heads or tails of what that shit's supposed to be. Asia Wilson, okay.
Finally, after months of watching Nike celebrate everyone except the so-called face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, just dropped her signature logo, and the jealousy is spreading through the league like heat from a Vegas summer.
This happened a few minutes ago, and it was a long time in the waiting. Many fans were wondering where Nike has been with any Caitlin Clark merchandise whatsoever, but developing a signature logo and a signature shoe does take time. So without further ado, here is Caitlin Clark's official Nike signature logo. There is a statement that says, Caitlin's signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking C's. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range.
Wilson thought she was the queen of Nike basketball, sitting proud with her A1 shoe deal. But Nike went and gave Caitlin something. She will never have a logo making millions and setting off a cultural wave that is breaking the internet to tears, are flowing the keyboards, are burning, and Asia's bitterness is reaching levels that make the Dead Sea look sweet.
Telling y'all to stay patient. I've been telling y'all that Nike takes their time, that Asia Wilson's shoe deal was 2 years in the making, that Paige Beckers had PEs, not her own signature shoe, and that Caitlin Clark's was 100% coming. And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon, with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark official stuff, just like we have the Asia Wilson line where she has her logo on all.
Nike just revealed Caitlin Clark's signature logo, and it feels like they finally remembered who runs women's basketball. Those interlocking CS are not just a design. They are a declaration of war against everyone who thought they could keep Caitlin hidden while pushing less magnetic players to the spotlight.
All right, subtle commercial, nothing too crazy, no big bang. But here we go, folks. If we look at this right here, this is the Easter egg I'm talking about. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 billboards. 8 billboards. October, December, November, January, February, March, April, May. The start of the WNBA season. Is that when these shoes are going to drop? Is that when these shoes are going to drop in May? We know that come October, we're going to get some merchandise. We're going to get some apparel. But the shoes, they said, coming soon in 2026. How soon? May 2020.
The woman who dragged women's basketball into prime time, who fills arenas like she is handing out free money, finally received the logo treatment that matches her superstar status. And Asia Wilson is completely losing it.
We'll spend a lot of time and money and resources to be able to have an opportunity to come watch this team play or come watch me play. And, I certainly understand that. And I try to make as much time as I can to sign an autograph because that can really impact somebody's life. Who knows? Maybe they're going to put that up in their room and look at it every single day and have something to dream about and something, that they want to be one day. And, being able to do that and take, like I said, 10 seconds, it's the little things that really go a long way that impact young kids. So it's not something I take lightly at all.
Please subscribe because Nike just changed the basketball world. This is not only a logo, it is a cultural earthquake. The interlocking CS hit the internet so hard that Nike's website crashed within minutes when the navy and yellow shirt dropped on September 1st.
Logo debut with this soft cotton logo tee. And you know what's interesting about this design? It does look like they are interlocked, but if you kind of squint your eyes, it also kind of looks like a very dimensional one C in front of the other one. I don't know if that's just me. According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just yet. But you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out.
We are seeing demand so massive it made Jordan releases look like clearance sales. Within hours, experts were projecting Caitlin's shoe line could make between $100 million and $150 million for Nike when it launches in 2026. Meanwhile, Asia Wilson crawled out of her championship cave to complain, asking, "Where's my logo? What about my impact? I am the 3-time MVP." It is the same tired chorus Since Caitlin stepped on a pro court, they do not want to admit the truth. Caitlin Clark is the face of women's basketball, and Nike finally had the courage to market her like it.
A lot of people have been getting on Nike because they don't feel like they have been promoting Caitlin as much as they should. But I will say we have to give credit where credit is due. I feel like in the past month or so, they have been tweeting about Caitlin more. And then obviously with this shoe release, they made this super sick commercial to promote it. And of course, just today, Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe. I also heard that Nike stocked about 14,000 of these, and that is an unconfirmed report, but they sold out in less than a minute. If that's any indication of what a Caitlin Clark signature shoe will do, I think Nike better continue to get on it and get ready to launch this brand.
The most painful fact for A'ja Wilson is she has been with Nike since 2018, 6 long years, and only in 2024 did she get her signature shoe announcement. Caitlin got more hype in one day of her logo reveal than Wilson did in 6 years. Wilson's shoe arrived with the sound of a whisper, while Caitlin's logo broke the internet and crashed servers.
I lost all respect for A'ja Wilson. I don't want to hear her opinions. I don't care what she has to say from this point on. When you keep a Nike deal 2 years in secret while you're spewing all that crazy stuff about Caitlin Clark in the Time magazine, read it. Read what she said in the Time magazine. Yet you had a Nike deal the whole entire time.
Critics are fuming because Nike finally acknowledged what the numbers have been shouting for a year. Caitlin pushed WNBA viewership to its highest in 24 years. Games with Caitlin averaged over 650,000 viewers, and 19 of the 22 million viewer games featured her Indiana Fever. She did not just move the needle, she launched it into space. But Wilson still demands equal treatment when her games barely show up on the radar. Her social media shade and passive aggressive posts were nothing but distractions, while she quietly negotiated her own deal, all designed to steal attention from Caitlin.
A'ja Wilson truly co-created her new A1 signature basketball shoe and collection to ensure every detail is authentic to her and her community.
And guess who's speaking there? Good old Cheryl Swoops, who's part of Nike and knew the whole time too. So Cheryl Swoops spewing all that crap about Caitlin Clark. Yeah, you knew that A'ja Wilson's going to be coming out with a shoe deal, with a collection. And
the real issue is clear. A'ja Wilson has watched Caitlin Clark dominate headlines. While she sat injured, Caitlin kept landing brand deal signature logos and marketing pushes. While A'ja believed her MVP awards should guarantee her the spotlight, Nike proved otherwise. Caitlin's interlocking CS are iconic, while Wilson's sparkle logo looks like something from a craft store. One screams superstar, the other whispers also here.
Somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports brands. Guys, yeah, do you, like, I'm a fashion guy. And I understand what Nike is doing. Nike is trying to get into the luxury brand style, the luxury department style, almost a little bit getting out of sporting. If they successfully do this has never been done.
Nike has corrected course and is going all in on Caitlin Clark. Her logo is not just branding, it is recognition that she is a cultural phenomenon who attracts everyone, kids, families, men, casual fans. She expands the sport far beyond what it was. Her shoe in 2026 will shatter every record, while Wilson's shoe launch earlier this year was met with polite claps.
One of the reasons Nike's stock is dropping is how badly they dropped the ball with the female phenom, A'ja Wilson. I think one of their experts should have had more foresight about her trajectory into being the best women's basketball player in the world, and they should have given her a signature shoe probably 2 years ago. Regardless of the sudden burst of media interest in the WNBA, thanks to the likes of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, A'ja is a proven winner and one of the brightest spots in all of basketball. The fact that Aja's shoe deal emerged into the media after Caitlyn's deal was already publicized gives reactionary vibes instead of
Caitlyn's $28 million deal is the bargain of the century. Insiders say Nike will never make their money back from shoes alone, but they are buying cultural gold Caitlyn's Kobe player exclusives, sold out in 5 minutes, and resold for double. Her logo shirt crashed Nike's website. Wilson's shoe news barely touched social media. The market has spoken, and it has chosen Caitlyn.
Signature shoe sold out in minutes. It was here, and then it was gone. Poof. It reminds me of Mike Tyson back in the days. Don't go to the bathroom or the fight is over. You go.
A'ja Wilson's problem is not her talent. Her problem is she thinks talent alone equals cultural dominance. Caitlyn proves it does not. She moves ratings, she fills arenas, she makes road game attendance jump by almost 90%, and even while injured she lands bigger deals than Wilson ever has. Caitlyn has done from the bench what Wilson could not, with 3 MVPs and championships.
About time, Nike. Y'all have taken long enough. It should not have taken this long for you guys to get this stuff together. I don't know what the holdup was. Actually, I do believe I know what the holdup was. Y'all didn't want a bunch of people hating and mad and all that. I know. I'm ready for this merch to drop. Cannot wait. The Caitlin Clark merch is going to be absolutely fire. The sneakers are going to be...
Nike giving Caitlyn her own signature line puts her in elite company. Only 12 women in WNBA history have had this honor. Wilson struggles to even spark excitement. For hers, Caitlyn's logo reveal generated more engagement than Wilson's entire MVP season merchandise projections. For Caitlyn, dwarf Wilson's, and the cultural gap is undeniable. Caitlyn plays in another stratosphere.
Really don't understand the need to lie. So there's a hype that A'ja Wilson's shoes sold out in 5 minutes. I did some more fact checking. They only had 3,000 shoes, right? They're actually going to restock the shoe in 2 days on May 8th. Those are the facts. So the shoes aren't technically sold out. What they did was they put phase 1 of shoes to see if they sold. People bought it. And they're going to have another phase 2 on May 8th. So they're not technically sold out. Like, why people lie, bro? And I don't know who bought.
So while A'ja Wilson continues her weak attempts to downplay Caitlyn, Nike is printing money off the most marketable athlete in women's sports. That logo was Nike admitting what we already knew. Caitlin Clark is the future. A'ja can keep her MVP trophies. Caitlyn has something greater, the power to crash websites, move markets, and redefine women's sports. Her logo is not just a symbol, it is the future.